That's like asking a film company or film producer that how to make a hit, right? I mean, you can only make a good film and hope that it becomes a hit. So a hashtag and any of these initiatives on social media are largely about intent, and there are no guaranteed success. So let's first be clear about that. So I'm not giving any secret sauce that these are the things and go ahead and tomorrow your hashtag will be successfully trending. That's not. But some good practices which may work, hopefully. Uh, First of all, what is the hashtag about? Is it something where people will have a natural tendency to join the conversation? So if you're talking about things which are reasonably common and interesting, and it's a pet peeve or something like that, so of course the kind of stuff which trends on its own, the hashtag which trend on their own are around films and Bollywood, and if this film was made in English, what it will be called, or whatever. All these things, because people have a lot of fun around it and they make it big on their own. Now, either as a brand you could use one of those typical ones which may have nothing to do with your brand and still try to run it and make it big. However, the question would be that after the first RT or the second person who starts using it, the rest of the people may not even connect that back with your brand, unless it's a very strong connect. So, for example, if you do if a brand were to do a hash just do it, it's well known that there is a brand associated with the tagline, and just do it may have very different manifestations, and people will participate for that. But if your tagline is, or if those hashtag word which you use are not easily identifiable to your brand, then you may make it successful, but get no mileage out of it for your brand. So is that worth it? Is it something you may still, the social media agency sometimes may still tell you that how they made the hashtag successful, but what's in it for your brand remains a question mark. So then what else? So there are, of course, people will create competitions through this. So if there is a gratification that you have dangled in front of the audience, maybe they'll put a hashtag and they may put your brand name with it. Now, it's worth doing if you think that finally you want mileage for your brand. So, I mean, there have been people who have had issues against such initiatives. Personally, I find nothing wrong with it. Like any other marketing initiative, it's an initiative and you say, okay, tell us what this is about. Of course, put our brand name at the end, to possibly win some prizes. Perfectly fine. I mean, at least your brand name also carries through. If the hashtag itself has your brand mentioned in it, nothing like it. Absolutely brilliant. If people will still want to, use that and participate in some activity. So competition, some gratification is often a useful way for, getting people to keep, using the hashtag and going big. The ones which naturally go big are the ones which naturally get adopted, which are very rarely brand related. They may be around a tennis game, or maybe a football game, or a film, or something going on TV at that point of time, something like that. So which has a natural tendency because people want to participate. For a brand hashtag to really become big, it needs possibly some kind of initiative, some kind of incentive. And yet after that, it's like there is a, like in YouTube, same way in the case of Twitter, there is a concept of reaching a certain critical mass. So if you are able to somehow, through the use of some incentive, maybe with the help of some influencers which you engage, find a way to take the hashtag to some level where it starts showing up in the top trending topics for the day, either at a city level or at the national level or at global level. After that, it may have a life of its own, because now the users, the rest of the Twitterati take it up and make it bigger. So getting to that critical mass is usually very important, both for Twitter hashtags as much as for YouTube, trending viral videos.